You're not going to like this, but I know the location of the beacon. Luke says it in his book.
Tell me.
It's telling me that it's on a planet called Exegol. Look, it's going to be dangerous, and I have to go. I know, but I'm going to go with or without your blessing. It's what you would do. I mean, unless... Did you want to go? Oh, so you do want to go? Did you want Finn to go? Oh, so you do want me to go? Look, I'm not a mind reader, but, well, I guess I kind of am. But please, just use your words. Tell me, what is it that you want? Oh, say no more. I know what you want. Spaghetti. Mm-hmm. Pretty good. No? Alright, we'll save it for later. Okay, so, you're gonna go to Exegol? Alright, I'll go. You always did have a way with words.
Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker was directed by J.J. Abrams and is the worst thing humans have ever laid their eyes upon.
It has single-handedly demolished everything George Lucas has built and took a giant dump on the franchise. It was a film that might as well have been conceived by the devil himself.
Look behind me. Guess what makes up the majority of everything behind me? I'll even give you a closer look. I've amassed this collection of memorabilia over the years. Now I have backed off, which happens as responsibility does take priority. And many might ask why an adult would buy such things. And it's simply because they're a manifestation of what I love. I couldn't tell you the first time that I ever saw the original movie, but I never forgot how I felt throughout the years since. And it clearly had a positive effect if I was willing to buy and read all these books, and play the various video games to feel like I'm on the adventure with these characters. But the movies were what started it all, and as we all know, every single one of the movies are absolutely perfect. Let's face it, guys. This whole franchise is a mixed bag. We've had good games and bad games. Good books and bad books. And of course, really good movies and really bad movies. I've already watched some of the YouTube reviews coming up saying that this is the worst of the 9 films, and they're pouting about it. If you thought this movie was going to be like The Second Coming, with JJ coming back, sitting on his high horse, saying, "I began this monumental holy task, and now I will finish it properly," well, I've got some bad news. The movie is okay. And I'm fine with that. The division over The Last Jedi has just taken the fan base and split it in two, and it's become absolutely toxic. And all I wanted for myself and for everyone else was to sit in the theater and be a kid for 2.5 hours. That's it. And at this point, my expectations were so low because this film had so much to accomplish. This is the end of this trilogy. This is the end of the saga. We need questions answered. Who was Snoke? Who was Rey? Will Kylo Ren be redeemed? Where's it all going? What does it all mean? Every time they dropped an answer to one of those questions, my reaction was the same every time. Huh. All right. I think it's become very apparent that after watching this movie, they did not have a story plan for the entire trilogy. They claim Palpatine was the idea from the very beginning. I don't buy it, because if there was a plan, the story beats would have been laid out much better throughout the 3 films. Call it course correction, call it retconning, whatever helps you sleep at night. But now that we have the whole story, I'm legitimately okay with it. It really felt like JJ was trying to make a movie that would reunite the fan base and find some way to please everybody, even though he has specifically stated he knows you can't. But damned if he didn't try. How they handled Carrie Fisher wasn't that bad either. It does feel wonky at times, but the spirit behind the decision is what I appreciate the most about it, and I honestly wouldn't have it any other way. I'm even okay with the fan service. I mean, there is such a thing as good fan service and bad fan service, and I think I'll do a video about that in the future, but this movie had both kinds. And I like it. I mean, it's the final chapter of the entire saga. Why not throw everything at you? The problem with the movie is that we're moving at breakneck speed. The pacing is way too fast. We're hitting every story beat because we need to get the information, but we never digest every single moment. It's no different than if you ordered a 4-course meal, knowing it's delicious, but you had to eat all 4 courses all at once. No matter how good it is, you didn't have time to digest and savor every taste. That's why pacing is so important, and I don't understand why they didn't allow this movie to be 3 hours. Avengers Endgame proved to us that people are willing to hold their pee. But that's like really it for me. The score I give it is basically just on a technical level. The story, I really don't have any issue with. Even if it has some copy-paste beats from Return of the Jedi, it did enough to change it up where I was intrigued. But no matter what your feeling is about this movie, whether it's the best, the worst, or your ranking, or your feeling, I hope you get to take away what I took away from this whole experience. It's that I got to share the final chapter of my favorite story of all time with my best friends and my brother. Every conversation and debate that I've ever shared with them proves how much we all love this series and how it's brought us closer together. And I think it's absolutely amazing that the ebb and flow of quality of these films, no matter how bad or good they get, the whole continuous story has brought people together of multiple generations, sharing their love for it and expressing how much it means to them in their life. It's absolutely beautiful, and I think everybody should experience that with something in their lives. Never, and I mean never, hold back from expressing to others what you love about something. If someone looks at you and says, "Ew, you love Star Wars?" you look right back and go, "Damn right I do. It's freaking awesome, and I feel sorry that you're missing out." Never allow anyone to stand in your way of embracing who you are and what you're passionate about, because that is what makes you unique and beautiful. It's truly sad for me to see my favorite story come to an end, but I am so grateful that I got to live to witness it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go take care of some Twitter trolls, see if I can't change some people's opinions about The Last Jedi. Of course Luke would try to kill his nephew. That's what Obi-Wan and Yoda would have taught him in the original trilogy. Has no one paid any attention to these movies? Calm, not toxic. I respect your opinion. But you're wrong, here's why.
Star Wars, nothing but Star Wars, nothing but Star Wars, ain't we have fun?